You're only as good as your last series. You guys have heard that one, right? This is a common thing that happens when it comes to scouting is you'll see teams quite literally look at the last series, the last games they played, because it's the most recent, and they make all their judgments based on that. Now, I'm not saying that I'm going to necessarily be claiming this is exactly how he is, but we're just going to do a little fun test with it. So I'm going to be focusing only on the NA prodigy that people call him, Gryffinn. Mostly because with his time in LTA Seoul, people are now asking, should he come to LTA North? Is he ready? I mean, is he a talent? You know, he's only 19. He's a resident. He has some pretty good confidence in him. I know that from like listening to game clips and comms and things like that. So let's see. Let's see how he does. So he's playing Wukong against Skarner. He has Renekton into Gnar, Rise, so he can fish for mid looks if he wants. With the Rise flash. His bot lane is the most geared to doing things, but they can also use Rise if he can get push, and they can get like force through that to dive Gnar as well. Like he has a bunch of options that he can commit to. His team is able to get a ward, so they see that this guy is gonna have like if he's gonna start Raptors, if he's going to do Red Krugs, Raptors, right, whatever the case is. So he knows where he's going, the other guy knows where he's going. So he's pathing into bot. It's definitely the safest choice. Again, the area that has the most tools, where he can actually just grow and get drags, which would probably be their preference in the end of the day, especially because they can definitely lose later from scaling sake. Most of the time, like there are some players who will try to overforce like a level 3 look on mid, and of course it's gotta be pretty juicy for it to really work. But for Wukong, for the most part, like he wants to clear. Like he needs to clear, he needs to get to level 6 as soon as he can, and then he becomes kind of a monster. So he has priority, he gets the crab, he has top priority, he skips over through mid, his mid helps, and he's able to double crab. Really good start for him. Like for a jungle lead, very, very good. So now I assume what he's going to do, because his Rise is going to take another reset, is he's just going to full clear down. He's going to full clear down. If his bot lane needs a base. Their bot lane also needs a base. So they're getting theirs. He could do the drag, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, he doesn't want to because his bot lane's taking the base. And they're swapping for the grubs. Now he is moving towards bot first because he has a bunch of free time. And it's mostly just to ensure. Sure, okay, it's for the crab because the crab spawned. Because I didn't see the crab was spawning, so that's good. So he's able to secure the crab. It also is important that this get vision on drag just in case to see if they're ever going to do something weird about it. But he secures it. Now again, he's just playing for 6. He got 3 crabs, so he's definitely, as you can tell, he's already level 6. So he's good to go for the grubs fight. His bot lane is chilling. Yeah, it looks like it should be 3 grubs for how strong they are. Should be 3 grubs, easy. This guy got a ward on drag too, and phenomenal. Like really great start. They see him base, so now they know for sure the drag is like they're never contesting it. He's got his 3 camps. He could do a look bot. He's actually skipping over to top side to get the crab. So he's gotten, again, all 4 crabs. And now he's going back to his bot side. In which, yeah, I mean, so the only thing to really say in this case is like, cool. You know, like he did his wolves. Like, yeah, he goes for the top crab. He doesn't want to give it over to Skarner. I mean, he doesn't necessarily have like the setup yet by his teammates, but he just sneaks it through. And the only downside is like he's showing himself the entire time. Like they quite clearly see what he's doing. He doesn't know that's like he knows Skarner didn't go in the top side, right? Like he knows that probably for a fact, since where's my thing? Oh, great. So my... Hold on. Let me restart this. My epic pen. Oh, just doesn't work anymore. Okay. Sounds good, guys. All right. Well, anyways, we're not going to use epic pen, I guess, for any of this. But in this area, as you see with my cursor, they would see it, right? The Skarner. So he's on bot side. So he's either hovering the Renekton, which means he can't really overtrade. It also means that, like, yeah, your bot camps are exposed. You kind of have to haul ass everyone over again, which does leave this, like, yeah, this play to occur. He gets stunned. At this point, he probably should just flash up because there's 4 people, and he should just, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, the fact that this guy got rooted means that you probably can escape. He goes in, uses his R, and he loses his flash, and he dies, which is, like, obviously awful. So, yeah, I mean, that's just kind of being a little... That's, like, kind of like you're turning your brain off just a little bit, what he did there. Like, he just didn't evaluate the situation. Luckily enough, this guy just kind of just dies for free, but turned off his brain for a bit, just taking camps, just like, oh, I can do this, and then, yeah. Oh shit, the Gnar has moved. I should probably just save myself instead of committing something worse. So now they're waiting for Wukong R before anything happens, and Jewel, so is it Jewel? Joel? Ooh. Okay. Personally, don't give a shit about doing this. Like, the Gnar has the base, or the Gnar, like, he wants a base flash, or sorry, base TP back, or the Renekton can just chill and just hold priority, and it'd be really great for him. Burning his flash and ulti just to get this kind of kill, pretty whatever. Pretty whatever. So Wukong R is back up, so now they're free to fight again. Unfortunately, his teammates were kind of making mistakes top, so it's like, okay, well, I kind of need to do something about this. The only thing is he should finish his wolves, because even though they're posturing like this, like, he needs to make a decision on what needs to get done. And so his Renekton can run bot. Like, he could run bot. His Renekton, yeah, he could run top and TP bot. They have double TP, so, you know, in the end of the day, they can definitely stack this the right way, because these guys are always going to run. And now, yeah, you could say, like, if Wukong doesn't show or is hauling ass, like, maybe, you know, like, they'll just stay here and enforce it. But the Gnar doesn't have TP. So this can always turn into a poor fight for them. So they're always probably just going to run. Like, there's nothing really to overforce in the end for them. So once they see these guys show up, again, they don't know if Wukong's, like, behind or not. I think the only thing that... that one ward is pretty problematic for the Varus, because he wants to move up, but, like, he can't just, like, move up, right? It's the only thing. So I'm just trying to think, does he actually need to run up here? I mean, they're so late to this play. I mean, like, by the time he runs up, the guy's gonna get, like, 5 CS. Nah. I think it's just too late. I think he should just finish his wolves. Yeah, it's just, like, way too late for him to react to that at that point. So what does he have in his tools? And what do we have? We have Dragon 40. He's pretty much, they want to delay the fight as long as they can till his flash comes up. And his flash comes up, I mean, basically on the timer. So, like, they're good to go with that. At the same time, while they're moving in for this play, it seems like these guys are already down to give this up. So, I mean, they never pressured for the pink. Like, in most cases, these guys would be a 3-man squad through mid right now. Like, the Skarner would be showing, I guess, you know, or, like, he would be in the area and they would just clean all of this. And they could fight for it if they wanted. I mean, they don't have a 0R. That's the only thing. Maybe that's why they're, like, kind of hesitant on doing it. But the fact that Skarner didn't show would make me be like, But your Rakan is so far away. Like, it's not like Gryffinn can really cover top with vision. I will say him showing on mid wave is probably not the most ideal. But they do need to go through mid, and they're late, so they kind of need to shove out. So I guess it's fine for how it goes. But it does suck that like you're showing your full hand. Like these guys haven't done anything yet. So the Rise is like kind of already playing like this can be awful. I mean, they ended up playing pretty bad at topside, so like he doesn't die, which is amazing. And then he kind of just runs down and just takes the turret because they did this. Yeah, I don't really know why Doom played it this way. I'll be honest. For Gryffinn, everything this feels fine. I mean, he should sweep. I mean, he definitely should sweep when he's going down the river, for sure. And the Gnar, for sure, should not be putting himself in a position to do it, like, for anything bad to happen, which, yeah, I guess he does. They take the turret. They take the other turret. They get the dragon still. I mean, all in all, it's, like, fine. He has bot camps to finish out. Then he'll base and match his team. His Rakan will get vision for the Herald. He's going to be a little late to Herald, but it's, like, fine. Like, it's whatever. If he doesn't need the base, that's also okay. I mean, this kind of sucks. Kind of, man. Oh, man. I mean, obviously, he would love to just tell his support to, like, I don't know if he's telling the support to go in, if the support feels like he should go in. But it's like, we don't know where Skarner is. There's nothing to really do in this case. This guy gets pulled back. And then, like, should Wukong actually R? I don't know. I mean, like, he could definitely have his R popping on the Skarner, but they also don't 100% know the Skarner. I mean, like, yes, in theory, you should know Skarner R, but, like, the timer for it. But I understand if you can't track it, like, 100% precise, so to me, it'd be like, oh, well, I don't want to just get, like, yoinked, and then the turret's right there. Like, they'd be extremely bad, so I don't know if he should really have just R'd. He did take this guy super low, though. His Rakan's pretty low, though. They get it. Okay. In the end of the day, the chip damage that he got from his R on the Rel was enough to steer it the right way. Yeah, they can't really play for like a full-on fight, but neither can the enemy, so they just get the Herald for really not much. For the enemy not gain much. Okay. That was kind of wild, looking at that. Because he takes the blue, right? His bot camps are spawning, so they're sacking their bot camps. The Skarner shows here, the Gnar shows here, and they're like, okay, Renekton's pretty low. We're probably not going to retake this like region. They're also skipping the mid wave, though, so they're all leaning into top. And to me, at this point, this is a pretty shit play. Like, as a team, this is a pretty bad play. Because you just moved everyone to top side, so you could only play for one lane. The other team should just take the mid wave and defend their jungle, and that's it. Like, there's literally nothing else to do. Like, just take the what's, like, free to you. Don't fight. Like, why would they ever fight for the turret? I have no idea. So, yeah, the Zir has no flash, and I like that Gryffinn actually went for it. To be honest, does he have R? He doesn't have W because he W'd away from them, right? Or does he have it? It's a little juicy. I mean, to be honest, like the Varus could actually just like R these guys coming in too if they really commit this the right way. I mean, Redbird has flash, by the way, so yeah, I feel like there's definitely an angle here to maybe get a pick. It might be a little deep because Varus is disconnected, and so, oh, is it too deep? It might be. It's kind of frustrating, but like I think taking the turret and backing off is probably the best thing. Because in the end of the day, if the Zir does successfully shuffle Wukong away, the Varus is disconnected, which makes this fight kind of bad. So unless somehow Gryffinn was able to get this combo perfectly and they can one-shot this guy, which, like, yeah, if that's the case, awesome. But it seems a little hard, so you should probably just not go for the flash play. Yeah, it's a little ambitious. And of course, like, these guys, like, right after decide to just, like, if you notice, like, if you look at what Rebello's doing, yeah, I mean, he should just, yeah, he can throw W this way, but like he needs to keep moving. Yeah, he might eat some shit from this guy, depending. I'm not sure. But he should probably just RE over the wall and go. Because again, the Varus is behind. Like the Varus would need to like flash and R behind them or something. So, whatever. They get some good shit going on for them. In the end of the day, like it turns out good for Loud. Should it turn out that well for Loud? Probably not, but it did. So he's coming off the map. He has 2 items. He has 2 items and drags in a minute. So when is he up? 10 seconds. So he probably has enough time to do his red, maybe his raptors, and then move down into the dragon region. He also doesn't have his R anyway, so he wants to wait just a little bit for that to come back up. Like they're not really trying to like fight instantaneously. So that is what he did. He did his red raptors. He has a flank behind them, which feels pretty damn good. It does suck that he has to W every single time they get over the wall and have things happen this way. Oh, that's interesting. The other thing is he doesn't... I wonder if it's better for Rakan. No, because Rakan would have to W over and that would be equally as bad. Despite him losing his W this way, it's probably fine. I think they just go early. You know, I think like once, like I think while it's still like drawing, like let your Wukong kind of wrap around a little bit more, and it'll be fine. Especially because Rel doesn't have flash. Like none of them have flash, so your core will be fine. Because yeah, I mean, you guys are kind of just like running into them, and it's like, I don't know. They needed this wait. They had to wait. So far, the Rise is definitely playing the best game for the squad. 100%. They are able to get it, which is pretty damn good. I mean, these guys have 10, 15 seconds left. Yeah, I mean, to be perfectly honest, I'm just going to say right now, oh my god, I was going to hit my damn epic pen. I don't know why it's not working, but so when they start this objective, they're going to get it, right? Cool, we got Otacon. Keep in mind, though, if these guys can full push out top, they can push out mid, these guys still need a base, the 80 and the mid. They're already start establishing bot. Like, it's pretty bad from like a standard set of play of like at a higher level. Doing this Otacon off tempo and rushing it is pretty bad. It only turns out okay because Red decides to just match it. Which, yeah, I mean, if you're not thinking too much like about like the ramifications of like them doing this, like, sure. I mean, you also didn't really have the tools to do shit anyway. So now they're late. Look, now they could have already pushed out mid. They could have already pushed out top. They could have pushed out bot. These guys would be on full recovery after taking Otacon, and you would have to play on defense. But that's not the case now. So now they get to have like a fun recovery phase of just like nothing happening to them. Yeehaw. For Gryffinn so far, I will say some of the looks have been a bit ambitious. And honestly, you can't control what your teammates are doing necessarily. Like, I doubt he's telling them, like, I mean, at least I hope he's not saying, yeah, like Renekton round warp him in, like, or round warp Renekton in, go. Like, I'm sure that's not what's like being him saying that, because it just, he was not in position yet. He probably should tell them, hey, wait a fucking second. I mean, this is a nice pick. I'm like, great job on their team, nice pick. A minute till drag. He has an item, which is like, it's not really much, but the pinks are helpful. They're worried about their top camps getting attacked, so I'm like okay with them spending this time, especially because they already have vision on bot. So it's really not a whole lot of worry. They also get vision on Baron, so again, it allows you to contest. So like, at least they're playing like the vision game not too bad on the contrast. I will say that Gryffinn has made pretty much no solo plays in this entire game. I like basically the main solo plays have been for the crabs, but outside of that, there's really been, it's been just moving with the team. And then like some late reactions. So like this look he does here, the Renekton just is like struggling getting priority, right? Versus the Gnar, it's hard. Everyone has flash. Okay, everyone has flash, and they're showing 4 on mid. Your engage is like pretty awful, and your Varus is half mana. I mean, like, their engage is not awful. It's just like, unless Rakan and him are together, like, it could be a little iffy. So like, the Renekton is like dipping, so they can create a situation. He's Wing again, but the problem is like, does this really stick? Not really. So like, maybe the main upside is that like, suddenly like the enemy AD is just like caught. Like, he's leaning right, and all they have to do is leave to the right together. Like, maybe that's like the reason why this turns out good. Yeah, you know what? I think the look itself on mid is pretty awful, but the fact that they're actually disconnected this way, I don't know if that's intended, but if it is, and you kind of have to make those assumptions at times, if that is true, it's pretty damn good. Because Robo is coming right from behind. This guy doesn't even see him or know this is happening. I mean, she definitely just fucking flash. Like, she definitely just flash like right away. Like, just flashing out. But then again, the only thing I'm thinking about is like, if this guy flashes away, can they force the Baron? Because the Gnar's gonna have a hell of a timer. The Renekton's gonna be down R. Your map state might be a little shit. I mean, the guy's gonna lose flash, but your map state might be kind of shit if he just flashes away and gets out. I mean, like, maybe the Varus flashes over. I don't know. It gets really, really wacky, to be honest. And I don't know if it's gonna turn out that well for Loud, if everyone plays the right way. But I can see the intention. So the intention led to a mistake by their opponents, which is not bad. Like, it, in a very like ideal world where everyone plays the best they could in that situation, yeah, maybe it's not the best. But like, I think forcing situations that like your opponents makes mistakes in is not a bad mindset to have, because then you can learn like, would this actually be good in like a higher level game? And when you do get into that game and it doesn't work well, then you're like, oh, okay, well, we'll get the flash, and we'll do our best to recover, and then we'll play well and this guy's no flash and play the drags that way. And maybe it turns out well that way. You know? There's just different ways to think about it. I think he did a good job of making sure that he wasn't really getting into fights when his ulti was down, which, again, is pretty damn important. Like, just play on the ulti timers. So that has been going well for them. The Dragon's in a minute, and I'm going to be honest. Like, if he wants his Rakan reset, his Rise is taking this over. Like, he took the Krugs, which I think is fine. Him taking the crab, also perfectly fine. Maybe taking the blue is okay, but the only thing I don't like is just that you're the team with Baron. you should probably be on midwave with the boys at this point. Like, you can maybe do the blue, but after that, like, he's like really lagging behind. Like, he should already be with the team to do stuff. So I feel like generally he kind of just wasted some of their time. I mean, he does get GA, I guess. Maybe that's what they're saying. They're saying like, we have GA, you know, like. But personally, I don't think that matters for the fight at all. Like, you only get the Baron for so long. So when you have the Baron, do it. Like, make use of it. Get a turret. Get stuff low. Do something. You end up not really doing anything with this play. Like the Rise, yeah, he gets like a large rod, but outside of that, it's just kind of, you know. They do find a pick. God bless you, Rise. Yeah, I don't know why this guy's just getting caught like this. And then, so Gryffinn hides. These guys approach. So he W'd over again. Right? He W'd over again? Because I'm kind of surprised he wouldn't just flash R this and then have his W to actually connect afterwards. Oh, bro. That's so unlucky. Literally, Kaze disconnected them, but the Rel knockup kept Gryffinn in place, so now Kaze dies for it. That's super unlucky. That's really, really, really unlucky. Extremely unlucky. But I like the idea of looking. The actual execution of the look maybe could just be a little bit better. But I like the idea of looking and trying to clip them. Because like also when you look in this like this primary situation, why is the Rakan so late to react? Like the Rakan knows he's fishing. So like the Rakan should move up at this point. Like he could actually just pull the look. Rakan R comes out. And they can definitely find something. Now, the only thing I guess the worry is like, what if Kaze Zonia's right away? You blow your CDs and not much comes from it. I guess that could also happen. Great. So now I'm trying to think if this is actually real or not. Again. I mean, the Varus doesn't have R. The Varus does not have R. But the Rise does actually have Flash. So the Rise would pump. If anyone like actually gets CC'd here, the Rise will pump. So it might be good. I mean, at least you're trying something, right? I like the idea of at least trying something. But yeah, I mean, technically that guy was out. Because like as a team, they were not ready for it. But I think that look was reasonable. And so they win. And so that was the first game, right? This video will be extremely long if I try to do all of them. So I'm just going to do one game at a time, okay? One game at a time for the series. But my general thoughts on this was, oh my god, I can't do Epic Pen, still hilarious. But for his pathing, I mean, in the beginning it was good, right? I mean, like he just did very standard stuff when it comes to this full clear, taking the crabs. I do, like, you know, we had that one situation where he did the top crab, and then he decided, like, obviously he's showing the entire time, and he just kind of loses his head on what's happening and gets picked. And then he kind of extended to make it worse, which was also bad. Then you had the top turret situation where he's supposed to just leave, and he tries to go in, and it's only good because Red kind of ints themselves into them anyways. So he kind of just, like, lost his flash for free again in that situation, in theory. We had, I think the grub zone ended up being fine anyways, just because it was the Herald. The Herald one became fine anyways, just because he got so much chunk. Like it didn't look like necessarily the 100% the best, but he got the chunk, so that's good. Then there was the one where he needed his team to slow down. They didn't, so he had to play catch up. And obviously, constantly having to use your W to go in as Wukong is pretty awful. And then there's the one where, like, oh, like, maybe you forced, like, this play because they can't help connect towards the ADC who's disconnected, and if that's true, that's a really cool thing to see. To personally, if that's really how it went down, that's like something like you would like circle and like highlight as like a scout or something. You'd be like, if he did this, then I know he's actively thinking about like the spacing between everything, like everyone. And so that's massive, right? But outside of that, yeah, I mean, it was a fun game. You know, like I said, there's like some things to really tweak because it does look like he's kind of forcing a bunch of plays, and hopefully it's not the case of just like I'm just trying a lot of different plays and what works. But there were some really good ones. There were some not so good ones, but it's not a bad start.